and welcome to today's edition of the Checkpoint, where they come to live from with Facebook page Max Tribune Media Platform, and we try for reach you another medium name as well. And inside this program or show, we look at issues we do with Salon, and in this show, we do reality check on entertainment, sports, politics, and other social issue. And inside today's show, they look at the Makeni situation as we see ACC being failed in the first attempt for get the questioning done with the former president Anes Kuruma on corruption allegations, and also Leone Stars being get for loss yesterday by 2-1 inside the friendly encounter where they been play against Mauritania inside Mauritania. This plus update on other issues you will get as we see the Ministry of Education of Basic and Senior Secondary Education being get for launch one big project we get for do with donors for education business at the country, and also we will bring you entertainment news and music inside the program. Continue for stay with me na your host Magdalene, and hopefully I'll try for get on to me guest them where they expect inside the show. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and stay with me. Well, I'm forced to start with I'll bring information about the Ministry of Education as we see they've been get for launch one donor project. We get for do with a project we get for do with donor trust fund. We get for do with about $66 million where they want for raise for education business, especially for basic and senior secondary education at the country. Well, they belong that project there, and plenty open there for school picking them, and same way so the minister being talk as to waiting they hope for inside that particular project they as they want for ensure say the free and quality education be one way go be sustainable inside the country.
Today at State House, we are launching the free education program of the World Bank, which is the multi-donor trust fund of about $66 million. It's a commitment to strengthening government education program, and it's a reaffirmation of partners, and in particular World Bank, into our vision to deliver free quality school education to every child in Sierra Leone.
This is the first of its kind. It addresses other key deeper level manifesto promises for education reform in Sierra Leone. Once more, I would like to thank our partners, civil societies, organizations, and all who have shown great commitment to our free quality school education policy. This project supports us to fulfill another of our manifesto promises to bring efficiency to partnerships, resource mobilization, and financing.
Our support of $50 million, we are providing support for the government's nationwide education interventions over a period of 5 years. So we are expecting to see contribute to improvements in the system and overall management of the sector.
We wanted to build on the very strong commitment that we have seen by the government in terms of providing free quality education to all children in Sierra Leone. We wanted to build on that commitment to really see strong leadership, but also strong accountability. And we were talking about the commitment to work around one plan, and that we can use to strengthen the systems, to strengthen quality, and to really make sure that all children have access to proper education.
We very much endorse the policy of the Minister for Education of radical inclusion, We are very enthusiastic about this policy, and we very look forward in particular to increased outcomes for girls' participation in education.
We're really delighted to be able to contribute as part of the Multi-Donor Trust Fund to this, which is a support that aligns all of our objectives against the Government of Sierra Leone objectives to support systems, training, and support for all of the school children across the whole country. So we're really pleased to be able to provide financial and policy support in conjunction with the government and our development partners as well.
My name is Gisela Kibo-Betts. I got the highest aggregate for the National Primary School Examination. I would like to thank the President and all the sponsors for doing such an amazing job and raising money for the free education program. I appreciate what's happening because many children in Sierra Leone do not have the opportunity to go to school because their parents can't afford it. So I would really like to show my appreciation to the President and the sponsors for all they're doing, and on behalf of all the children in Sierra Leone, thank you.
That's how the launching of that project they been get for look like, and you see as you get from the minister, the president, and also one party school picking the well that picking the picking maybe take first position na the NPSC examination. That's now a project we get for do with donor funds for education business, especially for basic and senior education. Na the country you watch we live, and this na the checkpoints where we do reality check on issues then we get for do with thing that will happen now we country. You get the opportunity for join we if you can, and sure say yourself have you say na the show, and want for welcome you Mohamed Jamboria, you dey watch we all the way from the UAE na Abu Dhabi. Thank you very much. Continue for stay with we. More and more day today for talk about, and this now the checkpoints, and we get a lot of things them for discuss inside the show. As I hope forget me guess we na Kalma Mustafa we go join me inside the show, and hopefully we will get Lamin Chelsea Tawali, we na the media person for the SLFA for tell we more about how the match looked like yesterday for Leone Stars, and waiting next as the team hopefully go get for play the next friendly match next week, probably on Tuesday against Niger. We continue inside the show, and just stay with me as I get more for bring you. Well, we take another story we get for do with the main trending issue inside this week we've been get for do with the ACC and the former president. We all know say they be inviting us for interview on the 5th, and in lawyers then be asked for extension with regards certain issues that we them be raised up, and that we get for be on the 8th where the ACC be arrived na McKinney for get the questioning, but that not be happen at all, as we see a lot of issues we been get for happen inside that particular one day, and supporters then we come out in the number for stand the way of the ACC and ensure say then stand by the former president as them believe say waiting they go on now which ones, and they're not supposed for question them, or they be get for misunderstand the whole situation to arrest, where that not be get for do to arrest, but it will be get for do with questioning. All right, as you continue for watch we, just let we know who's exactly you they watch we from, and now you they get the you they get we. Continue for stay with me, and like you they see the video in the background, this now some of the issues that will be happen last, and it been really bring a lot of issues surrounding now forget the questioning and all, but for a lot of people they ask who side them being go wrong. First of all, people then believe say the ACC go wrong with the firstly for accept for change then decision for bring the former president now freedom for interview him or question him, and other people say the ACC get right for question posting wherever. But let we just view this video as we been see lots of other issues then be happen. We get for do with that as supporters them, being get for show themselves properly inside this particular one. For we can come to you properly, like how everything been look like during that particular day, now McKinney, and we be get the publicity, the acting publicity secretary for APC, where himself being get for talk to VOA when I see the Yaya Tunis.
Dr. Anes Baikroma was at his residence. He was there with members of his legal team headed by the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice. But unfortunately, he waited till like 3 o'clock, and he was later informed that the investigators decided to return to Freetown because of what they say to de-escalate situation. To them, they said there was tension around the area, and so they did not feel safe to access the residence of the former president for them to go ahead with the interview.
I saw a video of hundreds of people, motorcycles particularly, riding around the street, basically making the streets impassable. Whose job was it to make sure that those people gave way to the Anti-Corruption Commission officials?
Well, I don't know exactly which video you're referring to, motorcycle riders riding the streets. The former president's residence is on the outskirts of McKinney on a very narrow street, not motorable to public vehicles, if I can put it that way. So I don't know exactly which video that is. But what I can say is the former president himself showed his willingness. He even called the Anti-Corruption Commissioner, Francis Benkefala, and reassured him of his readiness and willingness to meet with his investigators. He called the Inspector General of Police and assured him of calm and assured him of security. And the legal team, headed by the Attorney General and Minister of Justice.
Welcome back. Well, that now waiting see the Yaya Tunis being get for say to the VOA with regards question they be asked about waiting happen. That's now how things been look like. You don't see the video, a lot of blockade, but everybody be getting reaction towards waiting being get for happen on that particular day. Please share this video, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. But first, just share and ensure say you be part of the show as I still try for get on to me guest them. And we see all this, and a lot of people, like I say, we get different views on how the thing be happen and waiting then think for be done by the ACC for ensure say such situation not repeat itself. Because other people they look at the rule of law, other people they look at the approach, and other people they look at the way how youth man then can tend for sacrifice themselves for politicians, and at the end of the day they can let them down. But everybody gets immune towards waiting then think, and you just get for respect people's views and waiting then think about waiting they happen. So we get a lot for be done, and like I say, you not just get for take one side of the story, but indeed there is a lot to be done. And if indeed somebody they accuse them of corruption, it's not like they don't indict them or find them guilty. It's just like questioning and let them find out. So you get for first of all show up peacefully and just accept the questioning, and afterwards any other thing you can go ahead and do. But with the situation of former president, I think for many people and believe say the ACC begin for get some wrong, we then decide for play to the tune of in your lawyers then we ask for extension and all. But let we continue for day na the show as more and more thing day for talk about inside the show today. Continue for stay with me.
Welcome to the Checkpoint Podcast, where we dive into trending stories on sports, entertainment, politics, and social issues with your host, Magdalene, on the Mags Tribune media platform.
we dey continue inside the show for bringing more stories and continue for stay with we and Yusuf have you say inside the show today. Lots of messages coming in and you dey get them from the screen itself. Well, let me just take this message from the president himself. And before that, this person, they say the former president is a man of integrity. The government need to treat him as a statesman. Of course, yes, he's a statesman and he should be treated like one. And this now from Mohamed Saliu Sisse. Hopefully we will get Kalma back, but let I just bring you another video which I will be see the former vice president where Sam Sumana be they talk about what he think about corruption and how he think say then for do so a lot of other people not go get out in the process.
The issue of corruption, I frown at corruption. But it's very clear that we don't need to reinvent the world. What do I mean? We already have institutions in place that could have been utilized. I believe the issue of the Commission of Inquiry, bringing in 3 judges and for X amount of months, was a waste of state funds. I repeat, it was a waste of state funds. We could have utilized the Anti-Corruption Commission, but I see it as a vehicle of victimization. It was done purposely in order to victimize the opposition party, because we should not make laws based on one particular ethnicity or political party or region. It should be fair across the table. And I say this because it is very clear in the report that how can you have the various permanent secretaries who are controllers of the vote, leaving them out because most of them belong to a particular tribe, and then you go after a set of people because they are politicians not belonging to your tribe. And for goodness sake, how can you give job, a ministerial appointment, to one of the former civil servants, Dennis Vandi, as Minister of Agriculture, whose name is among the list? Or you name the Minister of Lands. For in fact, when there was about the traveling ban, the former Minister of Lands, of one-time Minister of Internal Affairs, Musa Tarali, who traveled in and out of the country, while other people were restricted, other former ministers were restricted. But for goodness sake, if we have the instrument in place, if it's going to be fair play for everyone, why would you just chase a particular tribe, a particular region, or a particular political party, and then you leave out other people that belong to that party before, or civil servants, and chase just a set of people? It's unfair. So the entire issue of the Commissioner of Inquiry, for me, is a miss of its real properties of justice for all. And I want to say that categorically clear that the aspect of justice should be fair to all. So we couldn't have used the Anti-Corruption Commission, because for goodness sake, it's so ridiculous that you look through the report, most of the responsibilities have now been sent back to the ACC. So why did we have to waste our money? Why did the president and his team waste the resources of this country just to victimize a set of people and chase the president, the former president, wherein him himself is sitting today? Tomorrow he will become former president. Is that how he wants to be treated? Humiliate to the next person? I am speaking to you. You know my story. But I have given peace a chance. And an iota of truth cannot be left behind if I don't say it. But because Sierra Leone is bigger than me and you, we have to give peace a chance. That's a very close one, I'll be honest with you. Because looking at all of the analysis, I don't see nothing. All I see is hate. We've seen other countries whose leaders have embarked on hate. And the way they've gone, they've not made any progress. No progress was made so far in those countries. In the superpower countries, some of them, one or two we know. In developing countries, we're aware of that, even in West Africa. Because of hate, there's been no progress. And Sierra Leone is no exception to that. When we talk about the TRC report, that is what we could have utilized. But I sit here talking to you as an icon of peace for the development of Sierra Leone. And I believe that is what we should utilize. We should respect the rule of law, embark on the democracy, the fragile democracy that we have, respect the office that we hold and our predecessors. But I think this time around, the hate is destroying our country. The love is what we need for the...
Now, small point in the former president be the talk, former vice president Alhaji Sam Sumana be the talk, but what do you think about corruption? And I think say them for FETAM, they talk about enough for be something way for go against people that you wish too much. And he believes say corruption for they will FETAM in the clean way. I think we go talk to Kalma through phone call. Hello, Kalma.
Hello.
Yeah, you get me.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I get you.
Okay, so you don't follow the show, and we want to welcome you as we guest today. Though we're able for getting pictures, but waiting you make up of the thing that we happen inside Salon this week, especially with the what we get for do with the ACC and the former president questioning and all now McKinney.
First, we always do for as a country. Me don't view again that the people do it unnecessary. I don't blame the politician there. One carry because then try understand so they're gonna radio and do them. But really, we as a people get for change mindset, we get for ready for fight corruption. And this same people we just raise recently in one perception so we say parliament corrupt, police corrupt, state house corrupt. And now they want for investigate this corruption and they will stand against them. So like really, it'd be unfortunate. We know for the do that right now. Let us allow state institutions then for work. Let me see what they come out of it. This forum be a very good opportunity for long know whether on the lie against the former president. Really, it's unfortunate on the side of the people. We
go try for get on to you later on in the show. Continue for stay with we, and you will get more information with regards what's in the happen in our country. But at the meantime, I want you for follow, like, and share this video so you go far and wide, and let me know also you they get with from as we want to improve on certain thing them inside with studios as well. And I'll bring you another video we get for do with the same issues where surrounding corruption and waiting the president be say in one of his statements where he be talk to people especially with citizens the way no want for be law abiding.
In conclusion, let me restate, any act of violence will be dealt within the broad spectrum of the law. Citizens have an obligation to obey law and order. Those who think that by fomenting trouble and inciting violence in this country, they can derail and distract government from fighting corruption, attracting investors, and meeting its promise to deliver development to this nation, know now that you will lose this fight. My government will hit hard, and it will continue to hit even harder until this fight is won. Because this is a fight for the unity, stability, development, and the future of the only place we all call home. It is a fight that we must fight, and it is a fight that we must win. I thank you.
Hello, Kalma?
Yeah, I said I'd be a rather unfortunate. Hello?
Yeah.
I said I'd be a rather unfortunate one and yesterday will not be the really expected thing in the day for happen. That will happen. Yeah. It'd be rather unfortunate. Like I can say, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I can say, if for us that time, it would be a very good opportunity for no whether I lie against the former president or not true. Because we don't get a clear picture. But that one we then put us to that resistance. Until we ready, corruption not going ever done us alone. The politicians they are few. We know Boku. But if we are the same people that they up and who back the defendant, it's wrong. I am not saying the president is guilty or so. And because I know one for believe say guilty, I make only the process go through. Now allow the institution we responsible for doing the one. So like yesterday would now be a missed opportunity. Then today's what happened in Makeni, it was indeed a missed opportunity.
All right, like you said, a missed opportunity. Hello. Yeah, I did get you. People just believe say because now being the former president, then forget another way, waiting for approach with this particular questioning and all, because corruption, nothing where you don't put up on somebody, you don't stain in name already.
Okay, I believe say the best SEC could have done, and then do so. For let them go meet the president. Now, in fact, me personally, I did against that. But I watch him back from a second thought. I believe say possible as come they can't possibly way they can't be popular. For let travel, say go now the anti-corruption office, you know get followers there. Not possible. So the best option and do so for go meet my house.
You don't think say now the ACC get them wrong because we be see teachers them we be involved in corruption as they be alleged. They be parade them and cutting tree and all them people. Yeah, should they get me? Hello, Kalma. Continue for stay with me as I get Mustafa Kalma na the show. I say you say you say the best option and then do for go meet and I host. But other people believe say now the ACC get them wrong because when it comes to other people they always they invite them at the ACC for questioning.
Well, we for no say back, say not everybody be the same. We are talking of somebody who arguably is the most popular politician in that party. He served diligently, and to many of them believe say he's been witch hunt and other things there. So you don't go just grab for any way. So I believe they are called and they respect what they deserve. And yeah, and obviously the ACC do bad day. The only thing again at that, why we people stand against the ACC for do that? I believe saying the ACC the only thing for do. Even though if you watch about, if really the president for don't go free on some detention for we don't ease, but I believe say it deserves some respect and then give him that respect day. And I don't believe say I go blame him for what happened there for yesterday. At times, some of them who can do the politicians they not can know back. Then big one not can know. We can just do it because of the love we get for them. Yeah. So to answer the question of that, the ACC did what it be necessary for do, and I plead from the lawyer then of Anes Koma, and they accept the plea. It's just unfortunate that the lawyer didn't able to prevail on the supporters there, not for do what they do so that day on Thursday.
With all what in they go on at the country, so some people believe say people not respect the rule of law, and because of that, the current government they lost popularity.
And of course, I therefore say that and I say with all truth that the rule of law don't they go on the drain, and then they make people they lost confidence now. Trust me, what do they see? So we get for experience and worst way this government got for command and power. Because they allow state institutions, and they just blame the government. We all, whether or not opposition, now the ruling party, rule of law really not they work right now. But good things that don't happen way this government for we don't stand tall. But I believe say them still got opportunity for get them right. Let them allow state institutions them for the work. I believe say the fight against corruption will always be successful if we allow the Anti-Corruption Commission for work independently. And if the Anti-Corruption Commission itself work with all fairness, devoid of political party or devoid of any affiliation, I believe say we will get them back. But as it is now, yes, I will agree with them say the rule of law is at a very, very weak stage, and we all get for put them together for all lift them back. If not, we have to go so. Not just the beginning.
So you think say now the way out them being get for handle the issue with the Makeni youth then we been died during the generator saga for Lunga and all, be make youth them being get for commot you know, on Thursday Boku Boku one because they want for you know, stand the police or then just believe say they're able for secure the former president for the, you know, ACC no near at all.
And so, and I will now want for a national relationship between that generator there and this one. So I don't want for connect the two. Yeah, that generator issue, the communication and not the problem. There was gap of communication. But we talk about something now. This particular one, where you know, in fact, they even push the time job because of the calmness today. So it's just like the youth don't just take them upon themselves, say this is somebody, then they worship. This is somebody where they don't turn, and thereby now they get them wrong. We political parties, them both SLPP and APC, therefore stop for make them leaders then to them gods, not a man God. La put up a crew. These are people. This same party they do right now. When the leaders and they make them to God. This is what is happening now. Pakaba rules as a Sierra Leonean. But I'm telling you, and Escoma ruled as an APC leader. Marabi is ruling as an SLPP leader. So when that happened, even when you don't have power, you still get tied to the party where they hail you like saying you type no in a God. And this is what is happening. There is the president.
And you think saying that they bring the division at the country?
And that is what now they bring the division. Because one side don't hate somebody like a God, the other area don't hate somebody like a God. We don't become more like a Sudan situation where then they get a young Umar al-Bashir, where they respect and they get a young. So the beliefs at the end of for split. And that is what is happening here. So this day, if you go to market right now, if you talk about Marabi, if you say he's not doing anything with good, you can go, you hear what people at the top, then if you don't tell people and it's come like say not do nothing. And that is what is disturbing. So Makeni people, if you say the best person they're ever gonna.
All right, continue for stay with you. We still get Kalma online.
Planet Earth. We don't have Salona and Escoma. Not so because of that, they don't kill that generator. No. Because if you say somebody one can hijack them God. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. We they get you loud and clear.
Hello, man.
Yeah, we they get you loud and clear.
Yeah. So just like I said, there is no relationship between that generator and this ACC and Escoma probe. Nothing no connect. It just happens no more youth in Makeni, one for protect their demigod, one for protect somebody with like a father to them, where they feel say like which ones or so.
So from the look of things, from the look of things, with all waiting down the happen within Makeni and all, because it's Makeni, it's Lone Star and all is the north. You think say, you know, because some people they say it's like the country they rule by two presidents, where certain area in the country believe say this particular person that in our own president and this other person we not accept them at all up to this moment.
Yeah, that is the case, and it's too bad. It's too bad. Sierra Leone is a republic, a single republic, and the country are like a stage. Everybody they carry the act, where you don't have to go until one person accepts say I'm in opposition. Somebody they rule now. Then the other one accepts say yes. Now they rule now. We'll be the opposition. We back now they rule now. We will not get forever get peace. We are right now. We live in a state where I don't know how they call it, a state of nature where rule of law and nothing, no order, no respect for our leadership, no respect for the opposition. This is not just for the citizens. Even the ruling government, not they respect the opposition. Because don't forget, when it's the governance, now 3 arms. And in that 3 arms, then the other party must do it, like the parliament. Parliament, now they get APC gets significant number there. So they get say in our governance. You go to the judiciary, you know what tell me say they are apolitical, of course. So they take them for me, Sierra Leoneans, they're not a politician. But when you get a ruling government, even though you know for the SLPP, people wouldn't just appoint the but that leadership in SLPP. So go for accept for respect to self. Let the opposition respect the leader. No matter whether I like it or not, Madabio is the leader. Let Mother be yourself within government respect the opposition. For now, Hani Awachan, the most popular individual in the opposition, now the former president, and he's still leader of the party. So there comes in dialogue. We go past all this if we begin for dialogue.
We don't see the first dialogue,
so dialogue
with the Bintumani, but still we then at the same position.
And that's because even in Bintumani, the opposition not 100% support. Don't forget they refused for Gore.
Okay. Continue for stay with we, and you they get the voice of Kalma Mustafa, a journalist, where they in a salon and they have inside program. Hello, Kalma.
Yeah.
I
say
yes.
We also miss another opportunity. That means money. The opposition for don't go there and go make them say, but they not go. The same thing happened back with the commissions of inquiry, where we get an opportunity for law before hearing from them. Then just kick the commission with the left foot. They not go there. Imagine Silver Blade will all be the fiscal that it can there and Silver Blade in the totally exonerator because now it's self-presenting. In fact, a lawyer can go there, but when he presents the better. So just like I talk, coming to this back, the opposition go for the land, for the accept invitation. You can go there. The best way you can vote yourself in innocence. You can prove innocence. Now when you go there, you explain. It was an open hearing. We all for us here. Where Sylvia go there, even putting lawyer aside. Now he present everything. So we all see the clear picture. Now we judge for ourselves. Say no, even before the report they come out, we know Sylvia was going to be exonerated. But here now, people no respect. Back to the Bintumani 2. The Bintumani 2 now just a white elephant. It's not going to forever be successful because one side of the spectrum not ever accept her. They not believe in her. That is why they never good it. And also to not ever respect anything where you not get hand in the making of. Yeah. So we go for just get a wrong back. We go for waste money pana at the end, they will.
All right.
They get me?
Yeah, they get you. We want for take now, we youth them. We see, anytime when it comes into issues about politicians and all, the youth then can always use them as human shield. Then can use them, for election time, then vote, and after that, then can just throw them away. As a youth, and person where they advocate for youth them. What do you think, say, we brothers and sisters them for begin for rethink and ensure say themselves be people where they play role for peace and stability in the country and for see how they go pressure the government for development instead of bringing issues where they bring confusion at the country.
Hello?
Yes, you they get me?
I get you.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about youth them first, yeah? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, not a politician they make we kind of wall. You were there as a youth. You don't do for me this salary I follow you. Even when I've been a sports reporter in the theaters and in turn, I've been follow you. If you don't always keep up to that level, you not be get. So no politician can use you. So this idea of saying and a politician make the human shield. No. What happened on Thursday McKinney? What did you defend now? And I go for say not the making of APC for other youths they come on. Now the youths they may come out. When me there's a politician they come meet me, of course, you don't follow me, know me. If I blind it like I for get big job there for one time because I'm capable boss, I not go allow the person use me. Why not say later I no good. Then drugs addiction, how they do. Now because we accept them for doing. So the youth then just don't we just not around us there, we just don't lost focus. We just feel say without a particular political party, we not go better. There are people in those days where APC be there governors, when I say people, they nobody even apply for job. They say because they not go get her. And I'm telling you, there are people now when they not even apply back because they feel say if they apply, they not get her. Which is wrong. Apply there you see back. When and it's come up they make roads there, they not make her for just APC, they make her for all. When they cover youth farm or this itself, way before better then get her wrong. So we all oppose the answer indeed.
All right. You did get the voice of Mustafa Kalma, and you also did get we did get some live from Bo where Mustafa.
Hello?
Yeah, it is trying best for them at the show. Yeah, as you talk about the youth them and other set of people them also think say you get people in the country where they don't talk at all. Those are the more now they're more hypocrite than any other thing. So who say you think say we can really go wrong now alone? We can make we find ourselves into certain situation.
Now the truth. We go wrong when it comes to for them, we say the truth. Now there, we get civil societies, we get the media, we make another reason to make another left mainstream media because the hypocrisy too much. There are people when things that will happen today, will be bad to the eye, today it is good. The same people. There are people things that will be bad, will be good to the eye, now it's bad. The same people. Just because we all don't embroidered in this political thing. In America, the media are more political than anywhere in the world. They come up and tell you, say, we they support this presidency, but that not stop them for doing the job correctly. But here now, we they make like I say, we are independent, while at the same time, things the way for talk, we're not the talker. Yeah, and until we civil society, when we form part of the fourth estate, people say fourth estate, not just the media. The fourth estate and the one that we get right, we get the responsibility for all the third arm of government responsible. That the fourth estate. And the media and civil society they do that. But the media and civil society, I'm telling you, I'm sorry for say so, but they are the most corrupt. Where they are with and because they talk. The people the way they cause problem, not the one way they do the problem. Now the one the way knows the problem they happen, but they know the talker. Now then they cause the problem. Eh?
Okay.
And
yeah, go ahead.
And really, we get for come together as Sierra Leoneans, both civil society and the media, for let we learn for say things by how they do. Let we learn for call things by their name. You can get a political party. Of course, in Sierra Leone, I can say everybody is SFPP and APC. Then they hide that. You can go to other party for now, but we are all SFPP and APC. But when you come for the job, say the truth. And because of that, we're not going to ever grow because somebody will be the opposed today. For one thing, today now, the same person, it is the same NGO, civil society, it is support the same thing now. The same person will be condemned today, it is support now. The same person will be support that first one today, now it is condemned because not in government. So we got to forget and right. And we parliament back. Added to that civil society, the parliament back not to talk the right thing. Then they hide behind 44K or so. Or 77K, none of national color, where there's a political party. But they said that they represent a constituency. And a constituent, a mixed, you get NGC, you get C4C, you get APC, yes, a fortunate thing out of that ticket they go, but they represent your own constituency. So now never could they get it wrong. People away for talk, not the talk. The civil society, not the talk. The media, not the talk. The member of parliament, we get the right. We get the, not the right self, we get the constitutional mandate for someone, anybody, even if I'm the president. They know they do it for do. Can you imagine where Tawa being in case being grabbed because you want for talk, which was good because I be the accountability committee there. We remember in the give out, we grabbed. We are even vexed the leadership of parliament for suspending the give out because it talk within natural. They can say they will need. And then we get some very, very wrong if you say where you go under, you for just support the party. So, for answer your question, yes, we get problem because those people who when we feel say for yeah.
Okay. So now moving forward, and you don't talk about the parliament, you don't talk one thing, say truth, no problem as alone, because people can turn for support as whether not them party in turn or not their own party in turn, not their family in turn for take power as alone. So moving forward, people expect say this questioning for go on. And so what thing you think say the SEC for work on now so we go get this done without interruption from you to other people and we go secure the former president again?
dialogue. Let us still continue the dialogue with the lawyers of the former president. The president deserves respect, and I believe in accord them. But my only point is that even if any interrogation will take place now, let it happen at the ACC, the office, and Freetown. But now I'll come back to some smart line talk, but say we no need for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they get you.
We no need forget commissions of inquiry. No, there will always be need for a commission of inquiry. Even if ACC the work, audit service the work, parliament the work, there will always be need. You know why? Because the ACC is an evidence-based commission, and a prosecutorial and get power and get for just prosecute, not to like a court. So they even can then call the people and begin hide evidence there. But the commission of inquiry now. So even America will get CIA, will get FBI, will get the Justice Department to be independent. When they're ready for investigate the Russia, they set a commission. When they call it the Mulag investigation. When they spend $40 million just for investigate if Russia can inside. So why they not be giving the FBI? Now because a commission gets wide spectrum in a spread go, whereas the Anti-Corruption Commission and only way evidence there, then go before. So even if we get, yes, I agree with us for strengthening the Anti-Corruption Commission, but this is somebody we don't need for how many years old. He's not stranger. Even they talk to all, he been there. And in fact, I believe the Anti-Corruption Commission for even investigate some manner because he get a tape and a voice message which I talk say. No, I think a video say if I watch where he say in get evidence for proof that the former president was corrupt. Then they say fellow na lead. So then I'll get for it an open letter, then they are to Anti-Corruption Commission for let them they call me for investigation because you know like a vow talk na BBC say it gets evidence, it gets instances the way parliaments they take bribe. They invite her. So here is a former vice president, we don't go the viral, the audio don't go viral and video don't go viral, say, he just they wait for the time. He get all the proof there for sure say the man corrupt.
Well, this so man they say now corruption, not to this way them for feta. I mean say you know the fet corruption where you self corrupt. You think say there are more corruption happening now than before, or we don't get like you know a little bit of you know I don't know how to talk way different from before because they claim now that you know go fet person way dirty where you self dirty, or you know go cost person way dirty where you self dirty.
So the question on that, ain't any evidence of person way dirty where the first person way dirty. Let's take the evidence to the appropriate body. Now we go for make anti-corruption work. How anti-corruption work? If we get evidence, we go give them. Anti-corruption not like a commission of inquiry where then they compel you for out the evidence. No. Anti-corruption, are you to get your evidence where you know say it's substantial for proof somebody say guilty. You go to the commission. So, but if they don't get and they not go work. So yes, back to Rambag. Now then someone make the anti-corruption work because you say you get evidence for sure say somebody was corrupt. But you never take into the Anti-Corruption Commission. So how do they work?
Okay,
hello?
yeah. So one other thing the way people can say now that because this government where they now they do corruption, or we don't get one we colleague journalists where we don't pull one int because instead of not be able to release evidence, say chief minister be involved in one big corrupt practice, people believe say because of that this government of affect the past government, whilst other people believe say we can get a starting point now where we can probe the one that we don't run with country today and ask them how they run them and tell we what thing they make or what thing they no make and how they use with money. And when the YSF come on a power, the next government where they come for do the same thing. So which should we just let it go as how we done the be or let we get a starting point?
No, but yeah, the anti-corruption gets a mandate for investigate past corruption, present corruption, and future corruption. Because future corruption, you can see the conspiracy for doing that is stopper. So then get right, yeah, at any time. Now, for say because this is I remember Salty in case. Salty now Sally Jalo, I respect her now somebody who have to go safe now in studio for street or so. Like now a very fine journalist. But if I were him, I get all the evidence, I don't get the paper and so I published. And then once I know I go court, I get me evidence because a journalist is as good as his evidence, just like a lawyer. So if you get your evidence, like now in America, they always like the Western media. They never pull Trump in tax return. They never even ask her. And also, so what is Salty for don't do? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is Salty for don't do being? Now been for if you really it been gets the document, it gets within echo. They publish them. But you know wrong back where you ask the chief minister. You know wrong. Where be ask him for let get inside. But for sure say no more than be just allegation, but still you know go the evidence anti-corruption. So they make the corruption the strain. So I'm not going to say the chief minister corrupt because the one way want for publish the story, not give you the chance for it. No, because you don't go to the evidence. The same thing happened with Hindolo Gevao. He say against instances them, but when they invite away go, he say get evidence. And the same happened with Sawa and Parata where they still not ready they talk bogusly say Daniel Corona corrupt. The commission invite them now, they don't get evidence for
and
sure.
The same happened with the rest saga for Timbo.
No, I blame anti-corruption commission. That was the dull moment. That the anti-corruption really form. This Benkefala, if you get for any regret in life, that would be his regret. I believe so. We don't charge this case. Allow the courts for take decision. But you say you not get sufficient evidence. But if you know that, don't let an hour go down for blame that woman. But because the woman not again, what's it wrong for that woman say? Let get a trial by jury. When I say no, now a judge alone. Why would I judge alone? When we believe say trial by jury, in fact, are the best.
So you not think so that some of their instances then they make the opposition party supporters that they think say with the current fight now it gets to do with witch hunts and all, because when it comes to SLPP party members, whenever they raise up issue like you mentioned the Gevao and issue, the Tawa issue and Paran and all, it just go like that and without evidence, they say they don't get evidence and all. But when it comes to the opposition, aside from Sylvia and others, but then still a push for get more.
That is why I talk the cherry picking. What's the talk about you? Wait now for you, it's fine. Wait now for other person, it's bad. Then a cherry picking, you need a cherry pick. And you affect corruption by cherry picking. When you're a fighter, you don't lose confidence. You don't lose the confidence. But I believe say they do well anyway. But that particular one in blunder, that particular one day. Okay, in the first place, that very moment the woman tell you say, and then I'm not grown by trial by judge alone. Now that moment they for example really say, we will not go further with this case because this woman say Papa pass trial by jury. That's any people that don't know. But you charge the matter to court. They even don't put date for appeal. When they appear now, then later you cannot say no, we're not going to go again. Now we say we'll go review the issue. That was unfortunate. That was somehow twisted, I believe so. I know they say person color, but sometimes you get your reason why you do it. But if you for that allow we now, let we be the judge. Lord for don't go watch for trial by jury. Lord see whether they for turn that case to.
Okay. Kalma, I just want to ask you this question. Timbo,
that's an over blame.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, you get me?
Hello?
Yeah, you get me? Okay. So I just want to put this question to you. You think say the former president they act too tough as some people believe?
Of course he's tough. And so he's not just acting, he's tough. A very tough guy. And I believe that the former president is a very calm guy. He's been misled by people around him. I know for sure. It's somebody I know is very calm guy, but he's been misled. Because don't forget, this is somebody who say, in the work I go anti-corruption. Before they say 2 days, he don't change. Because people and they advise on some kind of way. And he's a leader, I get for listening.
So you think it'd be important for let all the former APC party member of parliament, ministers, and even the one where he be choose as flag bearer for Ghana in Ostadede, and we see them all in a picture after where the ACC come up with statements say, well, this will not for councillor, we're not go able because we not get a way for go inside the house, and we see them pictures then they with every APC party member around the former president.
Yeah, okay, but let's talk this. When I say journalists, then we can invite one person in a parliament on a court. When I want to go there, that's solidarity. Nothing wrong. I never get problem with that. And don't forget, most of them people in there are part of his legal team, like Cherry Coco, the Adema Collies, the Fijua, the fact that lead and lawyer Dandy. So then it is somewhere come out. Okay, let's say don't forget about party chef. These are friends, close friends. I don't get problem with that. What's I get problem with now? The one where they will company, like we don't tap them. Where you go, big you pull all kinds of things, pull devil, pull that thing, and that against. But like for less and what, and that's solidarity. And I believe say, even if not free tongue, you need to stop them people in there. They will always be around now. But then get outside and go stop. If they can't take caution, I don't go stop. The president go inside and go interview with in lawyers there, yeah. So I don't get problem with that. What I get problem with now the youth then the misbehavior where them put and waiting they do. Don't for that caution man not see the reason for being changing their mindset at that moment. They say, okay, well you can now. An officer again, therefore be let them negotiate to the law and let the pastor say go now anti-corruption commission. But for answer your question, for say if you be wrong, you never wrong. Yeah, na solidarity. Wake up with me. I remember they can call Len Thomas Dixon and they call her and then they go court. I remember even Shati,
yeah. When you call Thomas Dixon, I laugh because then I didn't get the court now.
Yeah, but working body, eh?
Yeah.
So like what? Nothing na solidarity. Yeah, and we are talking of a leader of one of the biggest parties in, if not Africa, that's alone. One of the biggest parties, and they got a following. Trust me.
Yeah.
So you just go forget about this every day.
So you think that this chairman and leader now the stumble block between him and the current government now, because people they say now that make he not left that position there because he want to get something where they protect them first until all this pass.
Well, I am not APC and I right for take the decision. Once they make him president for this, but that should not stop the institution responsible for probe corruption, not for itself. Even if the president says sit down, I know say they follow even in America, Trump, he didn't have power and still investigate and 30 days. But the Russia, but the tax returns, but so many other things, but that Turkey, what is it for you do? So nothing else stop you, for let you they investigate you. So it can still be chairman leader for both SLPP and APC combined.
Okay, so
not enough for stop the anti-corruption.
With this now, what you the sense about with security? You feel say they're at stake, or we get the necessary security personnel them for like get even the former president come into Freetown and get a well-mannered questioning without we not see a repeat of what happened at McKinney 2 days ago?
I believe say one of the best acts that the police don't put on with security don't put on this one way happen at McKinney. And I believe say transformation they come inside small. Yeah, I believe so we get the security because the security not to just the police or the military, even with ourselves, by the way we behave. If we can be best secured if we put up the best behavior. So yes, I sure say with security state weak, security very, very much fragile. But we can make them for less strong based on how we act. Don't forget, the police force that if even reach 13,000. And we are talking of 7.something million people. So now we beaucoup pass there.
Okay.
Now we get for put up the best behavior. That will be your own security.
Okay. Yeah? Thank you very much, Kalma. I hope for get you one day, through pictures as we go talk more on seeing the way they happen in our country.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I'll find time. Maybe sometime next week. Or anytime you really invite me no more. Well, I'll go back now free because I go to on Monday or Tuesday. So like Jan and I'll be able to do live So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. The pleasure is all mine.
Okay. In name na Mustafa Kalman, a journalist, and he been get for having say inside the program today. You have got the opportunity for have you say as you see the number na the screen if you want for calling and have you say inside the program. We get few more topics for talk about, but let we take music break, and when I come back I will talk to you. And this music what I bring to you now music of the moment now when a Tiger Man featuring Star Zero. Now short one because I know I play full one because I want to let you go now YouTube or wherever the music they let you go stream on, because if you go and stream and then you don't help for improve the artist a little bit. Tiger Man featuring Star Z, and this one then title Stop That.
I let them teach white, let na Colgate sign them. We no trust them, so me put a minus man them. Me no trust them, it's a no go let me prospect in a casket. Hypocrite and parasite, at least I'm me problem, yeah. Them smile too fake and then style just too hypocrite. Watch who you make friends with and who you tell your secret. Touch me name like my kids sell out with no profit. Keep bad mind away from your circle, the risk it. We no run town, you know we run country. Forever relevant, so them must country. Man, wink up good lyrics, we are fling down,
Anything you make do, me brother not forget patience. Like how you can touch you, baby, now you can get patient. I got my sassy on the line. When me bustin' on the persona de ala, after turn me back on a biggie lava lava. When me bustin' on the persona de ala, after turn me back on a biggie lava lava. Stop that, you know the style on show. Stop that, you better change your ways. Stop that. That's not good for you.
Welcome back. Continue for stay na the show. This na the checkpoint, and they come to you every Saturday on Facebook, and later on we can get an upload na YouTube. So all you need for do for me just ensure say you share this video, comment and like, and tell me what you think about the show. As I want for say plenty thank you to Mohamed Jamboya and Saliu. We don't be part of the show today, Mohamed Saliu Sise and Jamboya, and also to Pastor Baona Brazil. I want for say plenty thank you to all we currently they follow we on Facebook Live. We they continue with more stories, and we be hope forget the media man from the FA, but I think they're busy now. So we yesterday Leone Stars been play, and we see how the team be end up for loss 2-1 after where the host Mauritania be take the lead, and we see Hassan Mila Koroma being get for level discourse for Sierra Leone 1-1, and later on inside the second half we see the Mauritanian they become up again strong and get another goal where we make the match and 2-1 in favor of them inside that particular friendly. The members said that friendly match now one of the two is longer for play, and then they play because they prepare the team ahead of the game where we supposed for play we Nigeria counterpart them inside November this year, and we forget 2-leg encounter with Nigeria for the AFCON qualifier, where that particular one day we need at least 4 points from that match day because we did rock bottom of the table inside the group the group where we did. So the match and a lot of people get issues with the way how the team play, but for other people now a learning process because now a very young team. Few old players that we see yesterday, Alex Zengele, Alice Isse, and few other one, but majority of the one that we play be first of all get a debut for the country, and even the post where we scored the goal winner, Hassan Miller himself now be in debut for Salon, Usai, the FC Cologne midfielder. Where for him first time he play for the country and it be end up good for us, he gets him first goal for the country, and we see a couple of other players them again we being get for make them debut, but a lot of questions don't be asked about we defense, we attack. We see the man while they will use top like Musa Tumbo not being get much role playing at the match, and a lot of questions within mental state and all being get for asked. So plenty people still trust the coach, while other believe say a need for do more. But I want for bring you the highlights of the match as how the goals then be scored inside that particular one day.
الحسن لم ينطلق بل افتكت وتعود بسام خطيرة. مولاي إلى حسن عيد حسن مميز ماما يا سلام. اسمعوني أصواتكم ولكن لا أحد قد اسمعت لو ناديت ولكن الجماهير غائبة. المنتخب الوطني عن طريق مامانياس يتقدم في النتيجة بكرة استقرت في حلق مرمى سيراليون. يا سلام على كرة صنعت من بسام، رسم الطريق، مهدها الحسن العيد ثم أكملها مامانياس في مرمى المنتخب السيراليوني. وفي المرمى ستبتسم لماني، ابتسمت الآن بأقدام مامانياس بالهدف الأول لصالح المنتخب الوطني. البسمات والملامح التي لا تخفي سرورها بتقدم أول في مباراة مهمة لصالح المنتخب الوطني. هذا ما تترجمه تلك الأفضلية وذلك أو تلك السيطرة وتلك الرغبة. هنا بسام إلى الحسن لماما، ماما أعطوها له فأهداها للماما والبابا، تسديدة في حلق الشباك، الهدف الأول. يا سلام على مامانياس في مرمى، ولكن متسلل كان فتركها إلى مكان وعادت في مكان آخر لصالح منتخب سيراليون. جون برينس باري كرة بينية جميلة. كيفن رايت مازال لف ودور، حذاري خطيرة في القائم الأيسر. الكرة خطيرة ما تزال، وهدف التعادل لصالح منتخب سيراليون. هجموا ضغطوا فسجلوا وتمكنوا من الوصول إلى مرمى المنتخب الوطني عن طريق اللاعب حسن ميلا كامارا لاعب اف سي كالون. تمكن من تعديل لفريق سيراليون في هذه اللحظات. أسود أقل من ربع ساعة ستنتهي، وربما طبعا ولا نتمنى أن تنتهي على تعادل إيجابي. الفوز مهم معنويا مولاي إلى حمية طنجة. حمية سلام. ماني متغشمي فيك، نعرف عنك نزال. الله عليك، ما هذا الجمال. أول هدف في مرمى المنتخب الوطني أتى الآن في مرمى المنتخب السيراليوني. حمية طنجي الفتى الذهبي تكلموا عن
Leone Stars being get for loss 2-1. And like I said, the team, go left for Niger. We said them go play their second friendly match as another part of them preparation ahead of the match against Nigeria. We go play inside November. A lot need for be done, as plenty people agree and say. So we look forward for see what thing go be the coaching involvement or the role we go play for make we see more development inside the team. We continue with the show and stay tuned for more.
Welcome to the Checkpoint Podcast, where we dive into trending stories on sports, entertainment, politics, and social issues with your host, Magdalene, on the Mags Tribune media platform.
All right, welcome back. And as the more talk about Big Sister Salon Season 2, No Woman No Cry, they carry on. It don't start. You get a couple of things the way they for put in place with sound and other things. But the show they go on, and yesterday obviously the housemate they get the debate. We've been very much educative, and we see good performance from different housemates them, from Guinea, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Gambia, and they do extremely well for do them presentation in different topics. But the one will be, take will be trend on social media and from street speaking as if they doing presentation.
Good evening, sister. Good evening, everyone. Mina Patricia Jaka, the street speaking. Woman 10. All I get for say, Mina, street speaking, and are they against women stronger than men? Because all the man them, they go hard work for we the woman them, for love we survive. Then they work hard for love we can get with daily bread. And woman no go challenge man for say let him be the man, what in man they do. And in the Bible we tell we say man should be the head of the family.
That be street speaking. Very interesting presentation. Well, in all the roommate, they all be make significant points in the different topics they be get. Continue for follow the show on SLBCNT, and Yusuf be part of the voting process for your roommates where you think say you want for let you win this year show, and you know, and tonight probably they will forget party, and hopefully we go see eviction or not go see eviction this week at all. But continue for vote for the roommates where you like, and also housemates salon preparation in place on the 14th. The housemate themselves go enter their own house, and then in a AYV salon get for the show up. Well, competition inside the entertainment industry, and this are some of the things that we like for see as we want for let we industry go before. With that, I will do the cutting for today's program. I want to say plenty thank you for you stay and stick with me. Help me share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also just hit me up if you want to see any development inside the show. You get the number on the screen. A lot of things there for develop for improve on, and hopefully next week again this same time I will come to you, and we will get more for talk on inside seeing the way they happen as salon, and waiting we think safe for be done inside our country for let we begin forget things them right. As a lot of wrong things they happen in our country where they make the country look like safe, but at least everybody they live their normal life. Thank you for having me, and okay. Mohamed Salih said they say we need for improve football in Sierra Leone. Yes, that's a fact. We need for improve, especially with young lads. Them we get a lot of footballers them, and at times it can be difficult for the coach themselves for make selection. But we don't know how we can go wrong, because many a times teams are winning for between and then can end up for between. Or one go say, well, they don't sit down for how many months they not play. Yes, of course, not true. But also, okay, what about the other countries and back, because COVID affects everybody. So that's a nice one. Thank you very much, Mohamed Salih Sise and Jamboria Jallo, for sticking with me at the show. I will join you next week for another edition. But before we go, I will bring you again this music where the trend right now. Stop That. It's Tiger Man again featuring Star Z.
I let them sit white like na Colgate sign them. We no trust them, so me put a minus man them. We no trust them, it's a no go let me prospect in a casket. Hypocrite and parasite, at least are me problem, yeah. Them smile too fake and then style just too hypocrite. Watch who you make friends with and who you tell your secret. Touch me name like my kids sell out with no profit. Keep bad mind away from your circle, don't risk it. We no run town, you know we run country. Forever relevant, so them must come. Man, we come good lyrics, we are fling up, we are fling up.
Anything you need do, me brother not forget patience. Like how you can touch you, baby, now you can get patient. I got my stars on the line. When me bustin' on the persona de ala. After turn me back on a biggie lava lava. When me bustin' on the persona de ala. After turn me back on a biggie lava lava. Stop that.
You know them style don't show.
I'm like, stop that.
You better change your ways.
Stop that.
That's not good for you.
Stop that.